Hello, Cancers. We're gonna do something a little different today. I'm shooting on my fancy pants camera instead of a phone. So let's see what that brings us. I have freshly saged my area. I feel lighter. I feel better. But I'm still dealing with some haters. And I think you are too. So, let's figure out what's going on with that. Is anyone sending us the evil eye? Tell us, Spirit, what is going on for Cancer? Note that this reading is timeless. Whenever it finds you is when it's meant to. Let's go. Alrighty. Spirit, what is the message for Cancer today? What is the message for Cancer today? What have we got going on? Ooh, a bunch just fell out. A bunch just fell out. That usually means we go through in rapid succession. King of Cups. That's our energy. Also, Pisces and Scorpio. You might have a King of Cups. Ooh, Judgment. Someone is making a judgment call. I guess the King of Cups is making a judgment call. Are you crushing on a King of Cups? Do you have a King of Cups that is a boss of yours? Maybe he's making a judgment call about you or some of your coworkers? We've got the King of Swords. Alright, this air. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We are in Gemini season. The Hierophant. This is a lot of authority, a lot of authoritative cards. So either you got someone, some very authoritative suitors, or you got some bosses that we're looking at today. Ten of Cups. There's some kind of happiness coming our way. That sounds good. Ooh, we got a bonus card. So this is by the same author. This is by the same artist who did the rest of the tarot. You can see the style is similar. Smith was her last name. That's why it's called the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is called A Christmas Carol. There's barely any Christmas in it as far as, you know, what you're used to in terms of, like, it's certainly not a Victorian Christmas, which is kind of when they painted all of this, but there is a little bit, you know, festivity there. So Christmas may be significant. There's also, it's a very familial energy, right? Or someone supporting someone from behind the scenes. Maybe you have an ancestor watching over you. Maybe you have, I don't know, an older person. I'm getting a lot of older energy here. Older and authoritative. That was a lot that popped out. But I'm going to get a couple more. What else do we need? Ooh, confirmation. What is this? The Hangman. So either someone is looking at a situation differently and or Pisces energy. That's the second Pisces energy that we have gotten. I think of, Four of Pentacles. Someone is holding on to something too tightly here. Is someone holding on too tightly to you? Do you have an ex following you around? Or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe you're holding on too tightly to someone or something else. Justice. Again, this is very, like, authoritative. I think you have a situation that's being... evaluated. If this is career, maybe your boss is doing, like, quarterly evaluations. Queen of Cups, that's your energy. Queen of Cups. There we are, smack dab in the middle there. Two of Pentacles. I know this is about balancing out. Sure, we can see that. And we can see that the waters behind are very turbulent. But note that in the original, like, pictorial key to the tarot by Waite, he does mention that this is a card of celebration. So this is a very happy card. This is very akin to the... I don't want to say akin to the Ten of Cups in terms of, like, it's not that happy. But there is something in it that is joyful. So that's a good sign. There's also the infinity symbol in it, right? which would point to like infinite power, infinite abilities on our part. I'm just going to shuffle one more time and get one more card. And then I'm going to pull some oracles and see what we've got. I wonder, you know, usually I say one or the other, but what if it's both? What if you have a King of Cups that is lovey-dovey on you, making a judgment call about something, and you also have a situation at work that's being overseen by these authoritative figures? Do you have haters at work? Do you have an ex who will not let you go, and maybe they're influencing both situations? I mean, I've seen exes do totally crazy stuff. Okay, Six of Swords in the reverse. So you feel like you can't get away from a certain situation. That is no sería bueno. We have to fix that. Bottom of the Cups, Three of Pentacles. Now it's upright, which could imply that it's all hunky-dory, or it could be third-party energy. I've read it either way before. Let's do a couple of oracle cards, get the energy. I just got the Kipper cards. And they said these were like 60-something pieces. It doesn't look like 60 to me, but hey, I haven't actually counted them all out yet. So, alright. Come on, Spirit. Ooh, we got some right away. Unexpected income. Hey, I like the sound of that. Let's get us some money. Message. Interesting. Alright, someone has a message for you. Toil and labor. Yeah, you're working hard. You're working hard. That's why you're trying to get this unexpected income. It's actually expected because you're working hard at it. Are any of you 38, by the way? Are any of you turning 38? Because I am. So that's a little bit of confirmation for me. But marriage. Ooh. It could be a marriage of lovey-dovey kind. It could be a marriage of ideas. Some kind of marriage. Courthouse. Interesting. Marriage and courthouse? And justice? Don't tell me you're breaking up a marriage. Don't do none of that. Look, I know that all of us Cancers are fine as hell, but you don't need to be doing that stuff. Bottom of the deck is occupation. Yeah, we're thinking about some definite occupational stuff here. Judgment, justice, and courthouse, all in a line. I'm wondering if there are multiple people at work that maybe you feel like they're almost in a marriage and like you're cut out of it. Not that you'd want to be part of a... I'm not saying you want to be part of some throuple marriage kind of thing, but what I'm saying is maybe you feel like the third wheel. And, oh, yep, and you feel stuck. Yep. You feel stuck because these two people are kind of, I don't want to say they're against you, but they could be blocking your path in some way, shape, or form. Either through their own judgment, but know that justice is on its way. That's like right in the middle that we got that, right? Ooh, we got a bunch that popped out. Not enough. Frustrated in a relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy. That's why you have haters. I mean, I'm sure you feel this way sometimes, especially when you're toiling and laboring so hard, but I think this is your hater. That's why they do it. You know, like how bullies have low self-esteem. Acts, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. What did I say? You feel left out. Either people have like abandoned you, or someone is about to abandon something. Passion. Ooh-wee. Insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. Hell yeah. That's this King of Cups. You got something spicy coming. Stabbed in the back. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. Yep. I think some people at work, particularly, but somebody in your life stabbed you in the back. It caused some sort of breakup, or there was a breakup of you two. It led to you feeling like you're not enough, and then you just poured your heart into your work. But what popped out also is paradise. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. That's very Ten of Cups. So I'm reading it as, for the most part, I think it's both, actually. I think you're having troubles at work, okay? But these people are going to get weighed and measured, right? You've got some haters that somebody has stabbed you in the back. Maybe they took over a project from you, like swept it out from under your feet, right? Or maybe they went to your boss and tried to make it look like you were doing something you shouldn't be doing. Maybe you even cut the cord from them, you know? But it didn't feel like enough. They're still there, and it feels like they're in this marriage. I don't know. Bottom of the deck is mirror. Mirroring each other. Self-image. Relationships reflect our wounds. Introspection. It's like what they say, hurt people hurt other people. So that's why these people are doing this crap, because they're hurting too. I'm going to get... Let's see. Let's clarify. I want to know if I'm right. I think I am, but let's just see. Alright, Spirit. This is quite a spread. Tell me about this. Tell me about this King of Cups and this Hangman. Do we have something spicy happening? Come on. Come on, let's get it on. Let's get some spiciness. Let's get some spiciness, please. Tell me about this left-hand side of the reading. Alrighty. King of Cups, Judgment, Hangman, Four of Pentacles. What can you tell me, Spirit? There we go. Page of Swords, but in the reverse. So I read pages either as children or messages. In the reverse, I would say that you have a message coming up. You know, we did get message here. And actually, that came out upside down as well. I think you do have a message incoming, but it's just taking a little while. So maybe someone's making a judgment call, and maybe someone wants to ask you out, but it's just taking them a while, or they have children to deal with. King of Cups again. That's a confirmation for me. Yeah, in the reverse, I would say maybe that clarifies more. Oh wow, and Three of Wands. So you've been waiting for this ship to come in for a while. This King of Cups that's coming towards you, you've been waiting for a while. But in the reverse means you're going to have to wait a little more. The emotion is just a little bit unbalanced right now. But there is passion there. There is a message there. There is something. There is something. It's just, you just have to be patient. Whoa. The Hangman. I don't read Major Arcana in the reverse. That's the same cards, y'all. King of Cups, Hangman, Hangman. If that's not confirmation, I don't know what is. So you have a King of Cups coming your way, particularly maybe someone with Pisces placements. But you have to wait. Your ships are still coming in. And if you notice this one, in this particular deck, Tarot of the Sacred Kingdoms, there's not even ships in this one. This is, about a tree. And look how big that tree is. That tree's been growing for some time. So whatever seed you've planted with this person, whatever's going to grow between you needs time to grow. It's not there yet. That tree doesn't grow overnight. Alright, talk to me about this King of Swords and the Hierophant. Talk to me about this King of Swords. Ooh, those popped right out. The Hermit. Interesting. And the Seven of Swords. Now I kind of flipped that one. So I'm going to read that. Yes, someone is watching you. Now, important to note, the Hermit has a candle. He has light. So even though this is Virgo energy, in this particular moment, I'm looking at the fact that he has light with him. And just like in the regular tarot, the Smith-Waite tarot, rather, just like in that one, he has the star inside of his lantern. And that says, where you are, I also may be. So this is an older energy watching over you, very akin to the Hierophant. That's clarification or that's confirmation if I ever heard of it. Seven of Swords, someone did something devious, but it's about to be illuminated by this Hermit. This Hermit has the light that's going to illuminate it. So that's confirmation for me. And the Justice right there. We can go get one more. Popped right out. Queen of Wands and a Knight of Cups. Do you have a fire sign that has done this terrible thing? That has done this Seven of Swords? Maybe someone is... I would say Seven of Swords is also like watching you online nowadays. Someone who's stalking your socials, maybe even has a secret account. People do all sorts of crazy stuff these days. Queen of Wands in the reverse, right? So we've got Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. That's someone with a lot of passion, but a lot of passion towards you. They do not like you. And the Knight of Cups. Well, these came out to... Do you have a fire sign or someone who hates you because someone that they like likes you? And then they've engaged in this devious, hateful behavior, but they're about to be called out on it? I think so. Alright, let's do the... Oh my god, this didn't even have to... I got Strength. I was asking about the Christmas Carol one, and Strength popped right out. So that's someone giving you strength to help you through this, and possibly even like a fire sign. I believe Leo's the most prominent, but let's ask about the Six of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. Something popped right out. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Interesting. Do you feel like you can't leave a King of Pentacles in the reverse? You can't leave. Maybe you're stuck in a financial situation. Maybe you have like the worst landlord ever, but he only makes you pay like $1,000 a month, and you feel like you just can't leave. So that could be it. You could be stuck in a contract. Maybe you are with somebody now that is starting to be like controlling with money, and you feel like you can't leave. You don't want to, disrupt that balance. But you have to balance it out. That's what the Two of Pentacles is about. You have to balance it out eventually. Death. Yep. Whatever this King of Pentacles situation, it's going to end, and it's going to turn into something joyful, because you have death. So that's Scorpio energy. Something's going to die and then essentially be reborn, and then it'll bring you to this balanced out and joyful occasion. Alright, let's just keep going a little bit. I feel like this is pretty cut and dry, but let's keep going. Unexpected income. Tell me. Eight of Cups in the reverse. I feel like that was more like what I was just talking about, right? In terms of the Eight of Cups in the reverse and Six of Wands in the reverse are almost the same thing. You feel like you can't move away. Nine of Swords, but in the reverse. Okay, so you don't feel like you can move away, but you're slowly getting there, right? Because the Nine of Swords upright is something keeping you up at night. A miscarriage of justice. Something that is eating away at you. But in the reverse would imply that you are starting to get over it. Alright, Spirit, tell me about these Kipper cards. Whoa! Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Five of Pentacles is poverty, right? Being impoverished, being thrown out on the street, being abandoned, like we talked about. Stabbed in the back, abandoned. But that's in the reverse, so that's ending now. Maybe with this unexpected income, that's going to make that happen. Heck yeah, you got a rich uncle that you don't even know that passed away. Don't we all dream of that? I mean, you don't want anyone to pass away, but random inheritance always sounds good. The Devil. Interesting. The Devil. Capricorn energy. Interesting that we're over here. Ooh, have you been messaging some naughty things to people? Is that what that is? Ooh. That could be spicy or that could be very bad. So, you keep an eye on that. I mean, there's a difference between passion and lust, right? They're similar, but not totally the same. You just keep yourself in check when it comes to that. No bad habits. What do we got? 10 of Wands in the reverse and the Sun. Okay, so 10 of Wands is a heavy labor, right? So that does go along with this. But in the reverse means it's not totally over yet. So you still have to work a little bit harder. But once you do, you're going to get to this Sun energy. Maybe that's this marriage. You're going to get this. Heck yeah. Let's do it. Alright, courthouse. Tell me about this courthouse and justice. Ooh, that flew right out. Knight of Pentacles. You might be winning money in some sort of... if you're getting divorced, that sucks. But maybe you'll be getting money out of it, which helps. Same thing with child support. It's a terrible process to go through, but if in the end it ends up just and you get the support you need financially, then that's a good thing. It could be, hey, maybe you're going to marry a rich person. That sounds nice. Why not? Or maybe you sued someone. I just go back to the landlord thing. Maybe the landlord didn't pay your security deposit, then you sued him and got it back. I don't know. But something is going to work out in your favor. That is for sure. Occupation. One last one. Whoa. 3 of Cups in the reverse and the 6 of Swords in the reverse. So we had just gotten the 6 of Swords, right? You feel like you can't leave your job right now, even though there's some third-party energy going on. That doesn't necessarily mean someone's cheating at work kind of thing, but it means 3's a crowd. Maybe there's too many people at your workplace and there's not enough hours. Like they cut all of your hours, but they didn't let go of everybody. So you used to get 25 a week and now you're at 22, you know, and you need that extra bit just to make it through. So you feel like you can't leave the job, you know, 6 of Swords. You can't leave, but you're not getting what you used to. Oh, but look what was right underneath of it. Wealthy man. Scorpio energy too is a 13. And community. I think you have someone coming your way. I think right now you're going through something probably both at work and personal, but you're about to get a bit of a break. So hold on to that hope because it's coming. Let's finalize this with some oracle cards. How do we make this happen, Spirit? How do we get to this 10 of Cups that we have here? We had a 10 of Cups, we had a Sun, we had all this good stuff, but how do we get there when we're going through what we're going through? How do we get past and over the Devil? Hey, this was upside down. Where'd you go? Alright, it'll come out. I saw one that was upside down. If Spirit wants us to see it, we'll see it. Spiritual regression. Seek healing and wisdom in the memories of your soul's journey. Alright. Path of the heart. Follow the calling of your heart. It leads you to your destiny. Nice. Then we have surrenders freedom. Surrender to what is. It brings peace and freedom. I've got a lot of the Star Tarot. Becoming supernatural. Break free from the bonds of the past and step into a new self. Remember how I started saying that I saged my area and I felt so much better? Maybe you need to do that. Maybe you need to sage your area, light incense. You know, even if you're not fully into... Maybe you're not the kind of person to like charge your crystals in the moonlight, okay? But you can still meditate, or you can still try to get enough rest to just be able to process things. Give yourself a rest. What you find may not be what you expect, but what you truly need. Maybe you need to do a little bit of digging on your haters because they're digging on you. Oh, we got some more that popped out. Let your true colors show so your tribe knows how to find you. I know you feel abandoned right now. You don't have to. New chapters require a new version of you. So both of these are about being true to yourself. I don't think you're being true to yourself right now. Look at the mask. You're wearing a mask right now, but that's not helping you. Mind over matter. Your thoughts have the power to reshape your reality. Yep. You should be doing some manifesting. Is this focusing? There we go. You should do some manifesting. It will do you some good. Presence power. The power of your life lies in the presence of the now. Interesting. Interesting. Bottom of the deck. The sacrifices you make today will be worth it. Alright. I know you're... See, that goes along with this. I know you're toiling and laboring. And I know your occupation might be bringing you down. But someone is recognizing your work. Someone higher up is recognizing your work. Let's do a spill real quick. And I think someone's recognizing you in another way. A spicy way. Ha! Cancer energy. There we are. Wasn't that a confirmation? Come on. Focus, camera. Focus. I'll pull it away to the side. 2. Is 2 significant? Is someone born in February? That could be a late February Pisces, right? Hotel. So this could indicate travel. You did have a lot of travel cards. 8 of Cups, 6 of Swords. Or maybe you have to stay in a hotel. That would suck if you have to stay in a hotel when you want to stay home, but could be a possibility. Or you could be leveling up, right? Remember in Monopoly, which is what this is from, once you get enough houses, you level up to a hotel, you collect more money. Lastly, we've got the Iron. I think you need to iron out the kinks in your plan. I think you have a plan, but you need to fix it. You need to iron out the wrinkles in something. And also, you know, if you're toiling and you've got this occupation card, right? You need to dress for the job you want, not the job you have. Lastly, we have the Thimble. So you need to protect yourself. Alright? You need to protect yourself. Let's see if I can get these to focus on the dice. We got the 2 and the Cancer. There we go. Thank you, camera. Alright, y'all. I think that's pretty cut and dry at this point. Just know, once you're true to yourself, I know you're working really hard and maybe you have some haters at work, but you're going to get through it. There are multiple people who have your eyes on you. Somebody romantic. Somebody spicy. Got all in their feels for you. And then somebody is watching over you to make a situation right. It's not going unnoticed. All of your hard work is not going unnoticed, okay? So just keep on keeping on. We'll get there. Thank you.